think your mom would like to meet Vicente Fernandez right now? I said, Emily, let me tell you something. If she says no, I want to meet him. I'll be right back. Ama, dime, mijo. Emily wants to know if you would like to meet Vicente Fernandez right now. Mijo, that sounds nice. All right, Emily, she's in. Emily goes, is she even a fan? I go, trust me, that's her reaction. She's good. She has the whole house covered with Vicente Fernandez records and cassettes. Okay, we're good. So Emily comes back and she puts these special VIP bracelets on us with a little click, and she walks us through a door into the backstage area. As soon as we went through the door, I knew exactly where we were. I was just there a week ago. So I got my mom arm in arm, and we're walking down the hallway, okay? Come on, Ma, let's go. Let's go. We're walking down the hallway, and we're getting closer and closer to Vicente Fernandez's dressing room. The door is wide open, and I can hear a commotion coming out of the dressing room. And then a man and a woman exit the room, and the man is holding onto the woman's shoulders, and he's like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And the woman looks destroyed, okay? Mascara's running down her face. My mom sees that, and she's like, mijo, did you see that? Did you see what the mascara? What the mascara parece puta la cabrona. Sorry, puta means friendly. So we get by the door, and the closer we get, we start to see a guy in the room. He comes to the door. In the room, there's three people, okay? There's Vicente Fernandez, the photographer, and a handler. The handler comes to the door, and you can tell by his voice that he works for like a Mexican radio station, because he's got that voice. You know, like, hola, hola, pásale, pásale. Pásale in Spanish means come on in. So we start to walk into the room. And let me tell you guys something. If you grew up listening to Vicente Fernandez from a young age and you get the opportunity to meet him, it is seriously a religious experience. My mom and I are entering the room. The only thing missing is the freaking Dominus Patris en el nombre de San. You don't look at him, you look at the floor. Out of respect, you just look at the floor. Come on, Ma. We get all the way up to him, and I see boots. And when I see the boots, my mom and I both just... He knows what you're doing. He knows you're checking him out. So what he does is he poses, okay? Vicente stands there and he poses. He'll have the sombrero, the hat, to his side. And then he doesn't look at you. He looks away. And he sticks his chest out. And he stands there looking like a big-ass bottle of Tapatio at Costco. And then he looked at me. And he recognized me, not as a comedian, but because I was there the week before and my photo was hanging outside his door. It's whoever's there last, you know, they always rotate the photo. So he sees me and he's like, hijo, tú eres el muchacho que está en la foto, que está allá afuera. I go, yeah, that's me outside, yeah. Hola. Vicente, I'm sorry. Le presento mi mamá. I'm like, oh my God, I think I just offered up my mom to Vicente Fernandez. She's like 73, better late than never, Ma, get him. My mom starts walking up to Vicente. He was so nice. He goes out to shake my mom's hand, and my mom grabs his hand, and I don't know where she got this strength and energy from, but she grabbed him and pulled him in. hard, like the video game. Get over here. And then hooked him. She hooked him and she starts screaming into his chest, Mi chente, mi chente, mi chente. I'm like, oh my God, she's getting horny. And he knew too. Because he was like, quítamela, quítamela. The photographer, the handler, and me, the three of us is what it took to pull her off of Vicente. We sit her down, she's bawling. Ah! Mascara's running down her face. The photographer shaking his head. I guess Vicente had dinner earlier that night. He was eating barbecue because I had those wet naps, barbecue wet naps. And so we take the wet naps and we start cleaning the mascara off my mom's face. And we stand her up and we posed her and we took the picture. Emily comes over and she takes us and she escorts us to our seats in the front. And for 3 hours, my mom was on her feet listening to his. She refused to sit down. Mom, you should sit. No, como que es el chente. Holding a shot of tequila that she never drank. She was 3 hours on her feet, never once sat down. That's how powerful his music was. My mom felt no pain for that entire time. And the minute that freaking concert was over, tan, 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 tan. My feet! Oh my God, mijo, mis pies! Ay, pinche callo! Oh my God, my feet! Ay! And I'm like, oh great. So now I gotta drag this living novela to the parking lot. I helped her into the car. My feet! I told you to sit down. You don't sit for Chente. Here comes Emily. Did you guys have a good time? I go, Emily, we had the greatest time. Thank you so much. I got something for you. I go, what's up? And she hands me an envelope, and I open it. And inside the envelope is the picture. She printed it out for me. And when I looked at it, I got so choked up because I have never seen my mom so happy in a picture. And it's not that she wouldn't smile. She would smile, but it was that, 1, 2, 3, cheese. But this one was like... And what makes it extra special is that is the last photo I have of my mom, and she was the happiest. And I know that that moment wouldn't be possible if I did not do this for a living. You can't have, seriously, around here you gotta be careful because the police here in Bakersfield, they don't mess around. They will stop you for anything, man. They got me outside and whoo, what are you doing? Walking. But I noticed something though, if you can make a cop laugh, they will work with you. But you gotta really make them laugh. You can't just make them go, you gotta make them, I made a cop laugh so hard one time, he almost peed on himself. I know this because he told me. He was like, you don't understand. I damn near pissed myself. And here in Bakersfield, man, it's no different, man. I love every part of this town. I even love Oildale. Oh, yeah. And for everybody watching at home going, what the hell is Oildale? But I still love it, guys. I still love it. But yeah, man, drinking here in town, you got to be careful, though, man, because some people can handle alcohol. You know who you are. Some people can't. You have no clue. Guys especially, you know how it goes. We get loaded, we turn into one of three people, right? We're either the I love you guy, I hate you guy, or the mirror guy. You know that guy, right? Hey! Mirror. I know, because that's me. Oh my God, I can't handle alcohol. People, when they get drunk, they say things they don't mean. And you know when I'm drunk, you hear something like, woo! I'm going running. You better cut me off. Oh, hell yeah, man. And when I drink, I only drink like regular alcohol. I don't do beer. Beer just doesn't know. Beer makes me talk to my body. I don't like that. When I get drunk on beer, I get weird. I'm like, you know. What's the matter? Hey, you said you could hang. Don't talk to me there. You talking too? That's what I say. You just got to be careful, you know? And if you're going to drink and you are thinking about driving, don't do it. You know, it's not a good idea. Because like I said, you know when you're drunk. You know when you're drunk. You're doing laps in the parking lot and you can't find the exit. Hello? Some of you make it out to the streets. You know when you're drunk. You're like, you know. Behind you, you hear. Shut up, stupid. You know, if you hear the magical sound, one of two things will pop into your head. Either one, I'm okay, I'm fine. I can beat this. Or two, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. I gotta let you go, babe. I'm gonna go to jail. Tell the kids I love them, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, again, if you can make the police laugh, you have a chance. If you do get pulled over for drunk driving, okay, pull over as slowly and as safely as you can. Get over to the... Now, if you know for a fact that you are gonna go to jail, okay, I'm gone. Have a little fun. I don't mean take off in a high-speed pursuit. No, don't do that, because you're not gonna get very far. I mean, if you're drunk and you know you're gonna go to jail, you know, and you have tinted windows, have a little extra fun. Take off your seatbelt, jump over to the passenger side, throw your seatbelt back on, and just wait for the cop. You have no idea how bad you're gonna throw his ass off, you guys. He's gonna come over to the driver's side with a flashlight. Oh, you're sitting there. He was here a second ago. I don't know where he went. Excuse me? What? Me drive? Oh, hell no, I'm f***ed up. This is my third special. In the last special that I did a bunch of references to police officers. And they weren't exactly flattering references or jokes. You know, I was just kind of like saying, you know, the whole donut thing. And apparently, they became fans in some weird way because I started getting phone calls to do police functions. In December, I had 5 Christmas parties. I got a phone call from my agent, and he's like, Gabe, check it out. CHP, California Highway Patrol, wants to hire you to do a show. I go, really? What does it pay? They want you to donate your time. I think I'm busy. They told me to let you know you have a warrant in the city of Fresno, California. I'm like, oh, they're good. So I did the show, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now. It was one of the scariest shows I ever did. A room full of nothing but cops. Everybody's drinking a lot, and I'm scared because if they get ghetto, who do I call? You know, I gotta go out in the parking lot and find some gang member. Hey, back me up. So the show went good. It went so good that they asked me to do another show in California, in San Diego, for the California Highway Patrol Border Division. And I tried to make up an excuse that my car wasn't working right. They said, no worries, we understand. They sent a patrol car to my house with a freaking uniformed officer. And I was like, oh my God. Best part was I didn't tell my family he was coming. Oh yeah, sometimes you have to create your own entertainment. It was hysterical. 5 o'clock rolled around. I'm like, he should be here any minute. Sure enough. Frankie! Frankie, can you get the door, please? Okay, Gabriel. So he goes to the door, comes back, and he's got like, he's like, Gabriel, the police are here. Why are you whispering? Because something's gonna happen. When he said that, I'm like, oh, I gotta freaking let him have it now, right? I said, oh my God, Frankie, they found me. What do you mean, Gabriel? I gotta go, Frankie. I gotta go take care of your mom for me, okay? I love you. No! I gotta go, Frankie. And I saw the officer. I said, pretend you're arresting me. I want to freak out my kid. No problem. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. I can't reach. Just hold my hand. Walk me to the car. Just walk me to the car. Come on, just walk me to the car. He doesn't know the difference, dude. Just walk me to the freaking car. Come on. I get to the cop car. He throws me in the back seat, right, and slams the door. And I ask him, is it okay if I yell out the window to freak out my kid? You want to use the microphone? Yeah! Freaking. Here you go, sir. And he hands me the microphone, and I said, Frankie, this is the police. We have your father. We're coming back for you in 1 hour. Do your homework. 1 minute later, my girlfriend calls me. You're an ass! What's he doing? He's doing his homework. That's called parenting, baby. So I get a letter in the mail from my old high school, and it's like, time for the reunion. My girlfriend saw the letter. She's like, ooh, your reunion. I go, yeah, my reunion. When is it? When are we going? Actually, I was going to take my friend Tony because, we went to high school together. He's my best friend since high school, so I was going to take Tony. You're going to take Tony instead of me. That's what's going to happen, huh? You're going to take Tony instead of me. Your girlfriend, you're going to take Tony. No. It's okay. It's okay. You take Tony, okay? And I hope you have a great time. Oh, thanks. I knew you'd understand, baby. I love you. Don't ask too many questions, you know what I mean? So my buddy Tony and I, we go to a high school reunion. We get there early, too early. There's nobody in the banquet hall. So we go upstairs to the bar area. We're watching a basketball game. Everything is cool until some guy recognized me. Hey, you're the comedian. What's up, dude? Dude, funny, bro. Let me buy you a shot. Actually, man, I have my reunion right now, and I don't want to show up drunk. Oh, I see how it is, bro. You're too good, huh? That's what it is, huh? Excuse me, George Lopez. Let's do the stupid shot. All right, bartender shot. So he freaking makes a double. And we freaking cling, cling, and slammed it. I'm like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Let's do another one. Oh, hey, man, I'm okay. Thank you. See how it is, Paul Rodriguez? Let's do another shot. And he kept this pattern going. He must have had like 7 comedians behind his freaking wallet, you know? One after another. I got so drunk. I was that level of drunk where you can't even walk straight. You got to look at the ground to navigate, you know? You're just kind of... I get to the reunion. There's a lady at a table, and she's got stickers on the table that say, "Hello, my name is." And then with a Sharpie, you write your name. I was so drunk, I couldn't even write Gabriel. I wrote Flaco, which is Spanish for skinny. So, you know, I freaking write that, stick it on, and we walk in. The party's going on, you know. I'm trying to find a table. My buddy Tony took off. I couldn't find him. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. All of a sudden, the lights come up, and the class president is holding the microphone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wilson High School class reunion. Let's just cut to the chase, find out what everyone's been up to, and keep the party rocking.
So she pulls out a list.
Who's done this? Who's done that? Who has the most children?
Some girl in the back.
7.
Everybody's like, puta. Now you remember. Okay. All right? She keeps going down the list.
Who's done this? Who's done that? Who's been on television?
Everybody at my table who wasn't talking to me before, you know, they weren't talking to me before. Now they're like, right here, right here, right here. I'm like, no, I'm drunk, no, shh. Sure enough, here comes the girl.
Oh, we have a celebrity over here. Come on, say something. Get up here, Flaco. Come on, Flaco, get up here.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, come on, get up here. Are you too good or what?
So I got mad and I jumped up. I'm not too good. Everybody, my name is Gabriel Iglesias. I don't want to say a whole lot right now because I've been drinking and I don't want to say nothing stupid. It's really nice to be here with everybody. I see 2 girls here tonight. 2. Who, when I was in the 12th grade, I asked out to the prom. And they said no. But you know what? It's okay. Let me go. It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because like she said, I've been on TV. And you 2 girls who said no, you got fat. One of them yells out,
You're fat too.
I know I'm fat, but I was fat in high school. I kept my figure, why couldn't you? So here's the story. So I had done shows before, you know, in Texas, and I had never done a show in San Antonio. So the original plan was we wanted to record a special in San Antonio for the new Netflix show, you know, for the series. So we couldn't really travel too much. And remember, they kept telling us, stay in your bubble, stay in your COVID bubble. Don't forget to stay in your bubble. So in order to be as proactive and just careful, we all went out there together as a team, okay? And then we all basically said, we're gonna do a residency in San Antonio for 30 days. 30 shows in 30 days. And on the last day, we'll record a new special. This way it gives me a chance to start performing again because it'd been over a year since I touched the stage. And so we get there and they gave me the option. Do you wanna stay in a house or do you wanna stay in a hotel? And I said, well, I've never lived in Texas before, so let's see what a house feels like. So they got us like this fancy Airbnb, and basically, you know, it was Martin, Alfred, my friend Rick, myself. It was like 4 of us. It was like the Mexican version of the real world, okay? So we're all in this big house together. Everyone gets their own room. And so, of course, I get the big room because it's me. And, you know, look at me. No, yes. So I open up the door. I turn on the light. Click. And I'm like, this is a beautiful room. Wow, look how big it is. And then I notice there's a hole in the wall. And I said, that's weird. So I get really close to the wall. And when I got close, I realized it's not a hole, it's a big-ass roach. And let me tell you, I am not exaggerating when I tell you that cuca was this big. That roach was this big. Now, I have used this unit of measure before to exaggerate. And let me tell you, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that freaking cucaracha was this big. And I don't want you guys thinking, oh, what, you think you're too good for roaches? No! I grew up with roaches my whole life. My mom and I, we lived in apartment buildings, projects. We always had roaches, but they were different. First of all, they were this big. And California roaches are very different, okay? For example, when you turn on the light, they scatter. In Texas, he chilled. In California, they respond to sound and movement. Ah! Scatter. I tried my California technique on this Tejano roach. I said, ah! And the roach was like, what? Oh my God, I don't think he's in my room. I think I'm in his. And at that moment, my tour manager walks in the room and she's like, is everything okay with the accommodations? I said, no, the room is beautiful, but look at the wall. Aw, there's a hole in the wall. I said, get closer. She gets up to the wall and she's like, oh, it's a big ass roach. I said, you're okay with that? She said, he's not in my room. She can see that I'm visibly bothered by this roach. So she's like, would you like me to take care of your little friend for you? And it is a little emasculating because I'm a big guy and she's like 5'2". So she's like, move, fool. She takes off her shoes, she grabs it, she gets up on a chair, and she brings it back, and she's like, you know, soy la 69. Bam! Nailed that roach. Threw down her shoe, put it on. I look at the wall, and it kept moving. And I said, you have angered our friend. And she was like defensive. Fool, round two. So she grabs her shoe, gets back up on the stool, and she brings it back. And just as she's about to nail this roach for the second time, that shit started flying. It was a Harry Potter roach. People ask me about the voices all the time. They're like, do you do that just on stage or do you do that in public too? Like, no, of course I do the voices in public. I have to make myself laugh. You know, I like doing the voices in places where people can't see me. Like drive-thrus. Oh, I'm evil at a drive-thru, man, except the one by my house because they know me. I mean, they really know me. I could show up at 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, you know.
Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
Yeah, let me have...
Pull up.
I did an order.
Gabriel, pull up.
Whatever. Other places I've had fun, IHOP. Look at some of you, IHOP? Yeah, let me explain this one. Next time you go to an IHOP, look for the podium. Usually on the weekends, they'll have the podium set up right at the front door. And when you walk in, they'll have a host, and they'll ask you, how many in your party? And you tell them 2, 3, 4, whatever the case. And then when it's time for your seats, they'll call you with the little freaking, you know, they got the microphone on the side of the wall, and they'll go,
paging party of 4, paging party of 4, now serving.
When that party walked away, I grabbed her microphone and I said,
Paging Mexican party of 47. Mexican party of 47. Now serving.
And the whole restaurant was like... All the guys in the kitchen, ¡Órale, güey! Hell yeah. I love IHOP. I go too much, you guys. I was at an IHOP one time during an earthquake. Wasn't a big one. It was enough to feel it, but not freak out, you know. I live in California, so we get them a lot. But if you're not used to that, you're like, earthquake, you know. And I'm sitting there. I just wrote it out, you know. Freaking earthquakes, man. You gotta choose which one you want, you know? You want earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, fires, floods. I live in California. I'll take the earthquakes. You could sleep through them, you know? And then whenever they happen, you never believe it's an earthquake. You're like, is it an earthquake or a big truck? Seriously, you'd be like, oh. Oh my God. Smell. But seriously, you can go to work and people are talking about how they were sleeping, you know? Did you feel that tremor last night? You can't sleep through a tornado or a hurricane. And I said that down south, and people were like, yeah, you can. I said, not if it hits your house. I've never seen that interview, you know. Sir, what happened to your home?
I don't know what happened. See, I woke up this morning, and this son bitch was flipped over. That's the darndest thing. You know, I got a truck in the tree. My dog is down the street. I can't find my wife, but that's for a whole nother reason altogether. I was asleep.
Sir, you were asleep?
Damn right I was asleep. I got me one of them Tempur-Pedics over there. Get her done. That's what I'm saying right there.
I love that impression, you guys. I love doing that. Every time I do it, somebody's like, hey, that's the redneck cable guy. But you know what they do to you in the emergency room? They pull out these industrial scissors that cut through anything, right? And they started on the left foot and they finished on the right. And they cut all the way up and they cut all the way down and they pull all your clothes off at the same time. And Pikachu! They released the Pokemon! And man, it was cold. So they take away all my clothes and they replace them with this nasty lime green hospital gown, the kind where they tie it in the back and your body's showing, you know? So I see my reflection in the mirror and I realize at that moment that I do not look like a comedian. Oh no, with all that green on, I look like goddamn Shrek. And it wasn't me who gave me the nickname, it was the nurses. I could hear them too. Mira, Marta, the gordito, he looks like Shrek. He does, all he needs are the antennas and the donkey, that's it. So they wheel me into my own room, right? I'm laying down, I'm holding my stomach. And the doctor comes in, and I don't know what it is about doctors, but they're just always happy to see you, right? Ah, Mr. Iglesias, how are you?
I can't fart.
No, Mr. Iglesias, don't worry, we'll take care of everything. Just do me a favor, roll over on your side. I'll be right back. So he goes over to the wall and he gets these little gloves. And he comes, don't get ahead of me. He puts them on, right, and he comes over and he puts his hand on my side and he goes, does that hurt? Mm-mm. Does that hurt? And then this doctor turned into a magician. Oh, yes, he did. Because his hand disappeared. And it reappeared somewhere way back here. And I'm not going to tell you guys what he did, but you know what he did. Pokemon. And then he's got the nerve to tell me, Mr. Iglesias, I found a problem. You seem to be suffering internally. You have a blockage in your system. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh, you're the one blocking it, dude. Pull it out! So he says, Mr. Iglesias, we're going to need to flush out your system. I'm like, okay, cool, flush me out. Give me some, soda and some crackers. Let's do it, right? No, Mr. Iglesias, we have a special way of flushing you out, right? So he rings the call button for the nurse. Ding, and the nurse comes in. Oh, it's a Shrek. And she walks in, right? And she's got this little bag with like a little hose hanging out of it, right? And I see this hose and I'm thinking, ooh, you better be watering a plant. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what she did with the hose, but you know what she did with the hose. She made me a pinchy water balloon. And when they say they're gonna flush you out, they're not lying. The second they do this to you, guess when you gotta go? Right then and there. And they don't do it when it's all convenient, when you're over here in the facilities and you're sitting down and you're like, okay, do it, let it rip, dale gas, let's go. They do it when you're laying down 18 feet away in a bed, laying down, and then they do this to you, and anything you have in here goes from here back there like that, man. And it hits you like lightning, dude. It's like, my arms locked up, my legs sticking up. I tried to run to the restroom. I look like an old Frankenstein movie, man. Just, But I have fun though, One thing you guys definitely made possible is I have the ability now to travel, and I never did that. I never used to travel until I became a comedian. I'm like, oh my God, there's a whole nother world out there. When I was hanging out in Florida, I got a chance to experience an amusement park that was a little different. It was an alternative park called Gatorland. It's a real park, and I've met the owners, and they're really cool people, but I gotta tell you, best part about this amusement park is they have a recording. The funniest thing I've ever heard. You call this park, this is what you hear. Yeah! You've reached Gatorland, America's premier gator extravaganza. You've seen them on TV, now come see them live. Gatorland, you're gonna love this park. Then he says this, for Spanish, press 2. Oh, I gotta hear this. I don't speak Spanish, but you're gonna love this park. Oh, I was dying. I called him like 10 times. Oh, that's the best. Oh, I'm starting to sweat a little, huh? Too sexy. Arr. I don't care though. I have a lot of fun, you guys. You guys have made a lot of things possible. In the beginning, when I first started coming here to Bakersfield, to the Fox Theater, you guys showed a lot of love. I used to go to this taco truck place up the way called Taco Loco. It's still there. I love food on wheels, but this taco place has taken it to the next level. They're really, really good there, and they're not paying me nothing. I'm just talking about them. But I go to order, and these guys were kind of, the girls were cool, but the guys were mean. I try to order some food, right? I'm like, hello? And the guy was like, ¿Qué pasó, gordo? What you want? What you want? Oh, hey, dude, can I get 2 tacos, chicken, and a Coke? Okay. What else? That's it. Like, whatever, dude. But we've had a lot of fun. We got to promote on a lot of different radio stations here in town to get the word out to you guys about the show. They try to get me set up on the Spanish radio station, and I've done that in the past, and it was okay. But the last few times, I had to say no because they put me on the radio with a guy who's like from Mexico. And I can speak Spanish, but you put me up against somebody from the motherland, whoo! I walk in the studio and I'm dealing with this one guy, right? And we go on the air and he's like, I meet that same guy in the hallway. He sounded just like that. I'm like, hey, how's it going? ¿Qué pasó? Are we on the air? No! Well, why are you talking like that? Porque sí! And I freaked out, because you imagine this guy goes home talking like that to his wife and his kids, come 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, his wife maybe wants to do a little something, and she tells her man, honey, tonight when the kids are sleeping, what are you going to do to me? ¿Qué me vas a hacer?
Bueno, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Vamos a darnos al joto. Te pones a los balones, quitarte los calzones para ver a ese culote. Sí, 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 sí. Esta nalgada está presentado por Pepsi, sí.
I know somebody who doesn't speak Spanish is gonna go home and try that tonight, man.
See, you better stop that.
See? I'm a dork too. I don't know how to talk to women. And this guy always comes, hello. Girls go crazy. And ladies, I'm gonna tell you right now, if a pretty man is your thing, if a gorgeous GQ guy is what you want, then by all means, go for it. But I'm gonna let you know right now, in the long run, a pretty man is gonna do nothing but lie to you, cheat on you, and break your heart. That's why, ladies, you need to start giving guys like me a chance. That's right, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, the worst thing I'll ever do is have dinner without you. And everybody... Look at some of the girls. Everybody gives me advice too on the best way to meet that certain someone. You know, like my sister Emily, she always tells me the best way to meet someone is to go on the internet. She goes, go online, you'll meet someone. I'm like, I thought it'd be a good idea because my sister, she's cool people. She goes to school, she goes to church, she's nice. But I gotta tell you guys something, she's a freak. You know, you meet her in person, she's all sweet and innocent. Oh, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Bye. But you catch her online at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, man, she's like, I'm licking and sucking your toes. Ooh, do you like it? Now, see, that's scary. It is, because I had no idea she was online. I was like, yeah, I like it. I was like, what's up? I see my sister the next day. She's like, I met someone. I said, me too. Check it out. I got some sandals. What's up? But you guys have to be careful. If you're gonna meet people on the internet, be careful, because you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't. I went on a blind date with a girl who was half Sasquatch, half Chupacabra. Yes, some of the white people, Chupa what? It's like Bigfoot, only smaller. Like cousins, you know? You gotta be careful, because they'll throw these little mysterious words out there to kind of like, get you excited. Like this one girl, she described herself as bubbly, you know? And I hear bubbly, and I was thinking, oh my God, wow, really? Shut up, wow, really? Shut up! Man, and instead what I got was... standing there. You have to be careful. And I said, you know what? Okay, maybe it's my bad luck. It couldn't possibly happen to me 3 times, right? So I gave it another shot. I went on another blind date with a girl who said she was a sexy Latina. I was excited. What's up? I get to her house, you guys. She was not Latina. Oh, no. She was black. Now, I didn't have a problem with her being black, but she specifically wrote out, I'm Latina. So I called her on it, right? I said, hey, girl, before we go any further,
Didn't you say that you were Latina? You know what she told me? She got mad. She was like, fool, I am Latina. Shoot, that's my name. All right then. Well, let's go.
No, sometimes I use my voices for evil, man. I won't lie. If I don't have my way, like when I go to drive-thrus and they screw up my order, oh, I'm evil. I go back around and I start ordering, but I throw them off by doing this, right? They'll come on the speaker.
Working a fantastic burger. How can I help you?
And I'll do this.
Hello, sir. Can I please have a double cheeseburger, an order fries, and a shake?
Order fries and a shake.
Oh my God, yes.
Thank you. Pull up to the window.
And I pull up. Oh, they're not expecting me. Oh, the look on their face is the best, right? Did you just order? They come back with a bag of food, you know. Would you like ketchup? That's where I let them have it.
Oh my God, yes.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, I know I have a habit in my shows of sometimes throwing a little Spanish in there. If you don't understand Spanish, I do apologize, okay? I promise I will be translating. I don't want anybody freaking out or reporting me to the management with concerns or issues, you know.
What the hell is going on in there? What kind of show is this? No, somebody better hit the SAP button on that some real quick. I didn't pay good money to hear some Samoan speak Spanish.
I'm not Samoan, I'm fluffy. I didn't know why the guy thought I was Samoan, you know? And I've had this happen a couple times where people go, are you Hawaiian? I'm like, no. No, not just a shirt. I thought it was just a shirt, but no, how could it just be a shirt? Just because you wear a freaking sombrero, that doesn't make you Mexican. I see white people Cinco de Mayo wearing a sarape, walking a donkey with a sombrero. You don't look at him and go, hola, amigo. No, you're like, hey, Ted. Hi. You know, and he's walking around, hola, come on. Come on, stupid donkey. Donkey, come on. I don't get it, man. I'm just trying to do my thing. But it's funny, though. I didn't know why the guy thought I was Hawaiian until I actually went to Hawaii. I found out that Hawaiian people actually look like swollen Mexicans. They do. I got off the plane. I looked around. I was like, oh, my God, my family. Even they were like, aloha, brother, lo que le, malo, malo. Órale. I loved Hawaii. Hawaii was great, man. They have a lot of different cultures there. They have a lot of Asian people. A lot of Koreans. I know this because I got a couple of shirts tailored at some places, and every time I'd go in, it was always a Korean lady, an older Korean lady, who was mean. I'd walk in, and this one lady always had a comment to make. I'm there for a week, and every day she had a different comment. I walk in one day, and I couldn't say anything either because she was 75 years old. I can't say nothing back, you know, but there I am walking in. The lady behind the counter,
Oh, look at who's here. Look at who's here. Oh, we're gonna work hard today.
And for the record, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. For those of you who still don't know, there are 5 levels of fatness. Fluffy is one of the levels. There's big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and damn! I'm still number 4. People go, how do you know when you're number 5? Well, because people will tell you, you know? If you try to get on an elevator that's crowded and people stop you and go, damn! If you go to Disneyland and little kids want to ride you,
I want to get on that one. Damn.
yeah, I'm sorry, little kids are too honest, man. They're like little alcoholics. You know, and as far as, you know, Disneyland, I love Disneyland, but they're not fluffy friendly. They're not, man. They care about safety, you know. And that sucks, because I can handle 1 bar. 1 bar, I'm cool. But now they got the whole, you know. If you're fluffy, one of those is not gonna lock. You're trying. People are in line. You can do it! One time I took a trip with my buddy Mondo, right? Big guy, another big guy. And I went with him because his family, you know, they decided to go and he didn't want to be the only one hanging out by the strollers. So we're hanging out, and at the end of the day, my buddy Mondo goes, dude, we should get on a ride. I go, which one? We can't get on none of them, dude, we're too big. He goes, there's a ride here at Disneyland. It's called Splash Mountain. I go, what is that? He goes, it's a log, and you get inside the log, and it goes uphill, goes down, makes a splash. No seatbelt, no pull bar. You just get in and go. I go, no seatbelt? No pull bar? So we get in line for it, right? We're all pumped up, and I see people getting off the ride with these little note cards. I go, what are those? He goes, oh, they take a photo of you when you go downhill. Oh, okay, cool. So we get to the front of the line, and then we have to deal with the lady with the headset. The lady who takes her job way too serious.
Okay, how many people? 4? Okay, 2 here, 2 here. How many? 5? Okay, 3 there, 2 there.
And we get to the front.
How many people?
Who cares? We get our own boat, right? We take off. We're splishing and splashing like little kids. 3 minutes go by, the moment of truth. We get to the hill, right? My buddy Mondo turns around and he says, dude, let's flash the camera. I said, you're stupid. I'm down. So as soon as it let us go, right? We get off the ride, we are soaking wet. We're We're all rosado right here. We got a mean old baby rash. We go to buy the picture, and there's a lady behind the counter with her hand on the screen. And I asked my buddy Mondo, I said, bro, what boat are we? He says, 22. I go, she's covering 22. He goes, oh, we better sneak out of here. Oh, yeah, we're gonna sneak out. We get past the picture girl, but then we get stopped by Disney security. And you have not lived until you've been stopped by a freaking man wearing a badge in the shape of a mouse. This guy was like, hold on a second. Ma'am, move your hand away from the screen. You guys see what I see here? That's a disgrace to this park. We can't believe anyone could take such a photo. My question to you guys, do you recognize the 2 big women in this picture? And it wasn't until we walked over to this photo that my buddy Armando and I realized something about ourselves. And that is that when 2 full-grown, fluffy men are going downhill at a 45-degree angle with no shirts on going like this, we both look like sexy bitches. I am super excited, you guys. Let me tell you, this is our 19th year coming to Chicago, okay? 19 years. The first time I came here, I got a chance to meet some people, and they says, you know what, Gabriel, have you ever been here? Have you ever been to Chicago? Like, no, it's my first time. They said, well, you know, we'd like to take you out to eat if you're down. And I'm like, well, hello. I am very down. They took me to a restaurant called Portillo's. You heard of it? So we get there, and it was very, very good. The hot dogs were delicious. I had a chicken chop salad, it was amazing. Had a beef dip, really, really good. But it wasn't until the meal was almost over that these new friends of mine said, we'd like for you to try something you might not have ever had before. And I'm like, that's not likely. I said, well, what is it you want me to try? And they said, well, they sell a thing here at Portillo's called a chocolate cake shake. I said, you had me at chocolate. They said, well, you gotta go up to the special window and you gotta order it from the lady. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get up and I walk over to the lady and she's like, can I help you? I say, yes, my friends are telling me that I need to try this thing called a chocolate cake shake.
Okay, what size would you like?
How good is it? You want a large. All right, can I please have a large chocolate cake shake? No problem. There I pay. And she turns around. She turns around and she walks over to this little refrigerator that's on the counter. And she opens it up and she pulls out a piece of chocolate cake. And I'm thinking to myself, she must misunderstood what I said. I didn't ask for a piece of chocolate cake. I asked for a chocolate cake shake. She must have heard what I was thinking because she's walking by and she's like, it's gonna happen. She walks over to the blender, she takes the freaking lid off, and she just looks at me and does this. And I was like, no. And she's like, oh yeah. She pours it and she hands me this like 44-ounce chocolate shake, which is way more than anybody should be drinking. The straw was so thick you could almost fit your thumb in it, okay? So I grab the shake and I begin to attempt to drink it. So I'm just, and I can see the shake coming out. And it hit, and then all of a sudden, woo! But I had to make up the fact that I yelled at Frankie. I go, Frankie, whatever you want to do, let's do it. Gabriel, can we go to an arcade? Arcade? Dude, you have a Nintendo Wii at your house. And then I had a flashback to 20 years ago.
¿Qué? Arcade, cabrón, tú tienes un Nintendo en la casa. You have a Nintendo at home.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm turning into my mom. Come on, dude, let's go. I take him to this big old freaking arcade, right? And I felt so out of it because I didn't know you couldn't put money in the machines anymore. Man, I remember quarters. I'm thinking, here, $5. And he's like looking at me like, what? Go play. And he's like, he came right back, all done. I'm like, dude, I didn't know this. You have to go to another machine, put in money, and then it gives you a card, and then you swipe that card to play video games. And the game he wants to play doesn't cost a quarter. It costs $3. A game, big old machine called Dance Dance Revolution. Some of you know this game? Yeah, maybe sort of. For those of you that don't know the game, it's pretty simple. It's a dancing game, and there's a big screen, and then arrows come out to music. And whatever arrow comes out, that's the arrow you have to step on when it comes out. Kind of cool, but all the music is techno. And it's loud. I know I'm getting older because I'm like, they gotta turn that down.
Dance, dance, revolution, revolution, get ready.
And the kids are like, I'm ready.
Select music.
And that's what they dance to.
Ready, go.
Perfect. And the kid's like, woo! And I'm like, I love this game, but they need to have something that's more fluffy friendly. So that fluffy people and parents can hang and enjoy. We're watching this game for over an hour. I told Frankie, let's go play another game and then we'll come back where the line goes down. The line never goes down. Great. So I'm watching kid after kid after kid. And I'm like, serious? How much is it? It's $3 a dance. $3 a dance? And then I thought about it. Well, I paid $20 2 nights ago, so I guess $3 isn't that bad. Now that I think about it. Some of you are clapping, some are like,
I don't get it.
yeah, whatever. Anyway. So kid after kid, then I found something out. You can always spot that one kid who you just know is gonna grow up to be a little bit more creative than others by the way he plays the game. And all the other little kids, they know something's up. They're like, you gotta watch. When Benji plays, you gotta watch. Watch. Sure enough, here comes Benji, right?
Dance, dance, revolution. Get ready.
I'm so ready.
Like, oh, it's on.
Select music. Ready, go.
This dude took off. Wow. Frankie's like, I'm next. I go, you can't follow that. You better come over here and play some Street Fighter, man. Let me show you how to throw a fireball.